Hey guys, we're back with another reaction video. This time we are headed over to check out the Swiss rock group Shakra. They have a new single out that came out on Friday, August 20th. It's called Break the Ice. You know, their last album was so good and hard and rocking, and I loved it. So I'm really interested to see what they came out with for this single. Let's take a listen and we'll talk about it when it's done with. So let's get started. Okay, now that was a solid single. Like, it wasn't the same as what came out on the last album. The last album felt to have more energy. It was a little more intense, more hard rocking. This was more of a laid back, mellow track. It's a solid track all the way through. I like the rhythm of the song. I like the grooves that they get into. The drumming tempos were really just kind of that nice feel to them. There was a little difference in like right before the solo, the vocals leading up to the solo had some kind of like, I don't want to say like breakdown or differential like feel to it, where the song kind of maybe started to become kind of a little more abstract. Just that part of the vocals, just kind of the feel to it just felt a little different, like the shift in the sound. It was noticeable too. It was like a noticeable, like, yeah, this whole grooving sound going the whole way through, and then that change up was just a little of a distraction for me, but it works. I like bands like this. Like, these guys are, you know, they're not new to making music. They've been around for quite some time. You know, they're signed to AFM right now. You know, I think they had really good support on the last album because a lot of people really got eyes on them that hadn't heard of them, myself included, because I had to go back and look at all their other discography because I had not come across this band. This, again, where I say we need to be talking about music, because it doesn't matter how long a band has been around. You're always going to find bands that are new to you. Their old music is going to be new music to you. It's still going to be relevant. I like these guys, and, you know, along the lines of that, when I'm talking about other bands that I like, you know, like the band Gothard. You know, they're not really well known here in the States, but I like those guys a lot. They make really good music, and so I think it's cool that you have to get out there and experience it and connect with other styles of music or other groups around the world to find it. You know, like, wow, I really like this one. I think it's a good, nice, mellow song. There's nothing reinvented in here. Again, this is what I keep saying, and I think I've said this over the last few videos. There's not a lot of reinvention in the sound. You don't need to reinvent to make a great album, and I'm going to keep saying that because, you know, the stuff that came from the 80s was great music. Great music. I listen to that stuff all the time. It's classically stood the test of time. So you guys out there, you don't need to be talking about somebody's band like, well, it sounds like stuff I heard from the 80s. Okay, that's fine. It's a new song with that same sound, that it's not maybe the same song you've heard. I don't think it sounds necessarily like anybody else's stuff. I mean, like, they fit along the lines of that nice, like, not necessarily AR, but like the softer rock feel, where they get a little bit harder. I do like this track. It would be something I would want to listen to, though, probably when I'm just trying to be more mellow or kind of containing myself. It just has that really mellow feel for me. It's not something I would be like, okay, let's have a party to the song. But it's a really great, solid rock track. I liked what they did, and I liked that solo. That solo was really, like, really intricate. It had, like, nice differentiations in it, and that was a lot of fun. So, guys, if you have never heard of Shakra, like me, like I had not heard of them until their 2020 album, you got to go find them. You got to discover them. I mean, if you want to start back and look at their album from last year, Too Much Is Not Enough was the track that caught me with those guys. And I was like, wait, how did I never hear of these guys before? They're so good. Like, yeah, it's maddening. And if you guys like Shakra and you've been listening to them for a long time, and maybe you're from that area they're from, or somewhere in the, you know, the country is right outlying around there, you know, of other bands that might sound similar to them, or that you may think that maybe, like, you're listening to me say, hey, it took me till 2020 to find these guys. Chime in below and let me know, who else are you listening to that might be some similar genre? What, you know, what's going on? What do you hear that's kind of similar? Like, if you say, I'm going to go to a Shakra show and here's the bands I want to see on their set list with them, chime off below and let me know, who is that band? Who are those bands? Tracks that you love from these bands. Let me know what you think about this song too. I mean, especially if you listen to the last album that just came out, let me know what you think about this single following that album. So, guys, thanks for sticking around. We will check you with the next reaction video, and who knows what it's going to be.